Hi everyone, it's Aga from EurekaCrystalBeads.com and I'm here with the unboxing of the first collection of 2026. But before I get started, make sure to check out the rest of our channel, and if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss any of our content. So 2026 is here, and with it the first Eureka collection of this year, which is the Enchanted Mirror Beads collection. And this one is quite different from what we've been doing the last few months. And I'm pretty sure that we're opening this year with a big hit. So let's unbox it and see what's inside. In case you're new here, Eureka collections are limited hand-curated bead assortments built around a theme or color story that are made for all skill levels and are full of creative possibilities. Our main collections launch the first Thursday of each month, with smaller light collections dropping on Mondays around the middle of the month. So here is the collection. Let me tidy it all up and discuss each of the products individually. The first two things that you see after opening a collection are the inspiration picture that we choose for each collection as an inspiration when it comes to the palette and the theme. In this case, it's both. And you also get a product list that also features an inspirational paragraph here in the front. Let me narrate this for you because it's really pretty. There are mirrors that reflect and mirrors that reveal. In the hush of winter, where breath turns to silver and whispered stories drift between the trees, this mirror hums with spells of warmth and adventure, bringing you into the fairy tale. Let its magic draw you in, past what you know and towards dreams, promises, and possibilities. Step into the tale. What happens next is yours to decide. Isn't that a lovely inspirational paragraph? Now inside here, you will find the name of the collection, of course, and a full list of all of the products that are included. So you will find a number that's also on a sticker on each product. So you can match the product to the list and you will find what it is, what's the color, and what's the SKU number that you can enter very easily into the search bar at EurekaCrystalBeads.com to find more of that product if you really like it. For this collection, we picked a picture that kind of refers back to the story of Snow White. There's this mirror, there's some white fabric and white flowers, there's a red rose, and the colors are very kind of vintage antique shop and fairy tale vibes. You have this wooden tabletop, you have this antique gold frame of that hand mirror. It's such an inspiring picture overall, and we really loved it and loved the palette that it comes with, which is what inspired this collection. So let's see what products you can find inside. As always, I'm going to start discussing the products with the seed beads. First up, you get a tube of Miyuki beads, and it's a size mix of round beads from sizes 15 through 11 to 80, so you get 3 sizes inside. It's very useful for peyote stitch, for graduated patterns. I really love those size mixes. And in this case, with the color gilt-lined opal white, we accidentally tapped into current trends because this is actually the perfect rendition of Pantone's Color of the Year 2026 Cloud Dancer. Doesn't it look exactly like the color, don't you think? I really love this color, so I just know that the work I'm going to do with this collection is going to be trendy. Next up, you get 2 tubes of Toho beads. So you get your cylindrical beads in the form of Toho treasures. These are very useful, and you get antique bronze. It's a beautiful color, matches the gold, the antique gold in the picture very well. And I really love working with this color and with Toho treasures. So a full tube is definitely not going to go to waste. Then the second tube that you get is the size 8 demi-round, which is a bead that can be used as a spacer bead. It's a size 8 round bead, but kind of cut in half, so they are thinner than regular beads, as if you cut a regular 8-0 bead in half. And this one is in Gold Lustered Montana Blue. And you can barely see the blue because they are actually kind of transparent, translucent. And the color of the glass is kind of bluish, but the finish is gold lustered, so they kind of look almost bronze. It's a very pretty color, and it's not going to be as heavy as if this was a pure metallic. Then you get a big 20-gram tube of Preciosa round seed beads, and I've grown to love those seed beads over time. They are not as uniform as Toho's or Miyuki's, but they're closer to the shape of a Miyuki, and you can really use them anywhere you would normally use a Miyuki, though they are just ever so slightly smaller. So even though it's a size 11, they're gonna be just ever so slightly smaller than Miyuki's, and they are in the color Gray Terra Metallic Matte. So it says that they're gray, but actually it's such a warm gray that it kind of almost looks like antique bronze, like a matte antique bronze. They're gonna match with all the rest of those beads so beautifully. I cannot wait to work with all of them. So these were your seed beads, and now let's venture into the section of Czech glass. First up, you get a 4mm fire polish bead in matte dark bronze. It's a beautiful, lustrous, luminous dark bronze color, kind of a little bit warmer than the dark bronze that is served by Toho. So this is more kind of yellowish, goldish. And this one is actually closer to brown, I would say, than bronze. It's a beautiful warm color, and even though it's matte, you can see it sparkles a little bit because of those facets as well. So it's a really pretty addition to the collection. Then you get a strand of 25 vertical teardrop beads. They are vertically drilled and they're on this dark black string, and I actually do think that they will look slightly different if we take them off that string. So let me just do that. All right, so as you can see, they're in this beautiful garnet red color. This is just deep, dark red. I really, really love it. They're like fallen rose petals or something. There's depth to them. They are 7x5mm. You get 25 pieces. So you can use it for fringe or in earrings or anywhere you want a little drop. The next item on the list are mini gem duos. So these are the smaller variety of gem duos. And you get a 5-gram bag, which is just a little less than in a tube. In a tube, it's about 7 to 8 grams. And here you get 5. There's definitely enough of them to make beautiful things, bracelets, earrings, pendants. I'm not sure what I'm making with them yet, but I'm definitely going to use them. I really, really love them, especially in conjunction and together with the regular gem duos that you also get. So this is what they look like together out of their packaging. You get the mini gem duos in bronze. So this is this metallic bronze coating. It's shiny. And the regular gem duo beads you get in matte dark bronze, which is closer to brown again. And they look beautiful together, especially if you put some spacers, some of those demi-rounds from Toho in between them. They're going to look gorgeous. So I'm really looking forward to creating with both of these, as well as with a third 2-hole bead that you get in this collection, which is the ginkgo bead. And you get them in just pure white. It's shiny, so it's a classy and classic white color. I can already imagine beautiful things that you create with all 3 of these. And these were the Czech beads and the Czech glass beads that you get in this collection. Finally, let's go see some crystals. And we're coming in with a pack of 72 3mm bicone beads from Krakowski. They are in white opal. Here they all are. They sparkle so nicely. I really like the white opal color, and for the bicones you get pretty good consistency with the color for Krakowski. And once again, so trendy. It's definitely Cloud Dancer, Pantone's color of the year 2026, right? And next up, also from Krakowski, you get a pack of 25 4mm round faceted crystal beads in cyan. They are so pretty, and the cyan of these is so nice and not too bright and not too dark. Really, really pretty. Then finally you get to the stones, and here we have a Krakowski crystal accent mix. So these are 12 stones in a set. They come in a baggie together. And first up you get these 2 large 18mm teardrop stones or pear stones. They are in cyan as well, as many things are in this collection. They're so gorgeous. Then you get 4 rivolis, and these 2 are 14mm. They are in opal white or white opal. And when it comes to Krakowski stones in opal, they resemble natural opals a little bit more. So there can be differences between the translucence of the opal stones. So one of yours might be more foggy, more milky, and the other one might be a little bit more translucent than that. For me, I get 2 that are practically identical, but just like with natural stones, there can be some differences. Then you get a pair of 12mm crystal stones with a gold patina effect. They're absolutely beautiful, perfect for earrings, for example, or to match them with those teardrop-shaped or pear-shaped stones. And finally, you get a set of 6 8mm chatons, 3 in cyan and 3 in black diamond. Look how they sparkle, all 6 of them. Just beautiful. The entire mix is quite lovely. Next up, and this one is really exciting, it's a size mix of different sizes of elite Eureka crystal pearls. So these are the top tier, top quality, made in Austria crystal pearls. And they are in the color that was released most recently, which is royal gold. So as you can see, you get a 6mm, a 4mm here, and a 3mm pearl. And there's 70 pearls in total. So you can definitely create some beautiful earrings or a pendant or a ring with them. And I'm really excited to work with them as well. So beautiful. And the final product in the crystals section are our 3x2mm Chinese faceted rondelle beads in almond AB. And you get a strand of over 100, about 120 on there. And they have the AB effect, but it's very, very subtle. Like you really have to look into it. So this is like a warm off-white color, close to cream, but kind of warmer, kind of more pinkish. It's a very, very pretty color and sparkly too. Let me just interrupt this video from the future, from the photo shoot for this collection. What I missed when listing off the products was this gorgeous, huge 25x18mm Lunasoft cabochon in the color garnet. As you can see, it's absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, very large, and will make a beautiful centerpiece and a focal for any necklace or a bracelet. So it's also included. Finally, we get our findings section, and they are all very beautiful, all in vintage or antique brass or antique bronze. Very pretty. Let me get them out of their bags. All right, let's start, I think, with the most exciting part of the findings section, which are the tiara cast findings. They are so beautiful. So you get this button. It's a very pretty button. It can be used just as pure decoration, or you can create a clasp with it. So you just create a loop with the beads and then use the button as a closure for your bracelet or for your necklace. It's really beautiful on its own. And the clasp here is very pretty as well. I think it matches the vibe of the picture so well. It's quite a small toggle clasp. It's dainty. It's kind of royal as well. I really like it. As I mentioned, they're tiara casts, so the quality is just top tier. Next up, the earring findings, and you get a pair of these very classy and simple ear wires. And you get 2 pairs of those ball post earrings with a front-facing loop. Now, because these have a front-facing loop and you also get a toggle clasp, we decided to also additionally include a baggie of small jump rings. These are 21 gauge 5mm jump rings, so they're perfect just for earrings or for increasing the length of your bracelet if you need to. So just a practical accessory. And that's the Enchanted Mirror collection for January of 2026. I hope you love this collection as much as I do. If I were to pick a highlight of this collection for me, it's so difficult. I would say certainly the Elite Eureka Crystal Pearls. They're beautiful, just top quality, and I really love this royal gold color. So beautiful. I really like the accent mix, the T-Rex findings, and I really think that the selection of 2-hole Czech glass beads is so perfect when it comes to colors, when it comes to shapes and the sizes. I think this is going to produce some really beautiful stuff. I also love the selection of seed beads. I love the size mixes from Yuki that we have here at Eureka. I really love size 8 demi-rounds. This is my favorite demi-round and my favorite spacer bead probably. So in general, I would say this entire collection is a total highlight. Let me know in the comments if you like this collection, if you would like more of these this year. And if you watched this far, leave your beading New Year's resolutions in the comments. And in the description, you will find a link to this collection as well as a full list of all of the supplies that are inside. I hope you like this little unboxing. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next ones. Happy New Year!